Hey gang, it's Sue, and I thought I would come Facebook Live so that you guys can come back and you can watch this, and so that the leaders can tag the new consultants on our team. So I just set up and did a Facebook Live video for my virtual parties. I want to tell you how you do that. From an iPhone, which is all I can tell you because that's what I have. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to swipe up from the bottom and you're going to unlock the rotate screen. You'll notice right now that the screen is horizontal, or it can be vertical. So I'm sideways, of course, and it's saying rotate my phone back. So the first thing you want to do is you want to swipe up and rotate your screen. The second thing you want to do is you want to set your do not disturb. That is a little half moon, and you want to set that on while you're doing Facebook Live, which I did not do. So if I get a phone call, we're going to get interrupted. So you always want to do that, and you also want to go in and you want to edit your settings so that under your do not disturb, it says no one. So what that means is most of it is the default, so that when a family member calls, it lets the family member come in. Or if they're in your contacts and they call, it lets it come in. Or if they call multiple times, it'll let it come in. You don't want that in the middle of a video, okay? The third thing you want to do is you want to title your video. So I titled this, How Am I Doing $4,000 by the 10th of the month? And I'm going to tell you that in a second. What am I doing differently? Then you're going to click off the X, and then in the very bottom section, you're going to hit what looks like a magic wand. It's like a little, magic wand. You click that, and there's a series of things at the bottom. All the way to the far right, there is a thing that looks like gears. It looks like a wrench and maybe a screwdriver. It's like gears, like, kind of like your settings. And so you click that, and on that, you can turn your view so that you guys are actually reading my Enriching Lives correctly. So if you're wearing logo gear, it says Pampered Chef, or you have a sign in the background, you don't want it to be backwards so that your guests can't see it. So you need to flip it so that it flips horizontally. You can also flip your screen vertically, but you don't want to do that, horizontally. Now you're ready to actually go live and do a little video. The next thing I do is I literally clear off all my crap off my counters, which if I swing this way, you're going to see I have my pan from breakfast and my spatula and my coffee, and usually I have all kinds of other crap in my kitchen, but people always say I can never do Facebook Live. My kitchen doesn't look like your kitchen. Heck, for the longest time I had a laundry basket. I just wiped everything off the counter for the laundry basket. And then you want to look into your screen. What are you looking at? I have my knife block set, so I'm usually turning this so you can't see my dish stuff, over here. Although, if they are looking at my dish stuff, Pampered Chef, Pampered Chef, Pampered Chef, Pampered Chef, Pampered Chef. So most of the stuff there is Pampered Chef anyway, but you want to know what's in your view. So move things out of the way if it's not appropriate, okay? And then you want to have your tools out and ready. So I did a little video, and I used my simple slicer, and I sliced my apples into apple chips, which is what I do, and I put peanut butter, and then I put coconut and walnuts on top that I have toasted. So I took out my coconut and walnuts, I had it ready to roll, I had a cutting board, but then I took out two different stones so that I could teach them how they can make their own toasted coconut and walnuts, and I talked about stoneware in the video. Now, what am I doing differently now that I wasn't doing before? I've done a couple of virtual shows before. I've done them periodically over the years. I hated them. What am I doing differently? First of all, if you are new, you must watch the 1-hour Stephen Joseph video. That changed the way I looked at these shows. It's all about host coaching. It's all about host coaching. It is all about host coaching. And what that means is you need to make it so easy for your hostesses to be engaged in your party and to have a successful show. And how do you do that? It starts with getting enough people into the show. So a lot of us are hesitant to tell our hostess that she needs to invite 150 people because they're like, I don't know 150 people. So most of the time they do have 150 people on their Facebook page, but they can't invite them all at once. And the host coaching, it tells them, and there's a document, an Evernote document that gives you the word choices that says you're going to invite 150 people to this show, but you're going to invite them 20 at a time, and you're going to wait. So you're going to do 20 this morning, then you're going to do 20 tonight, and you're going to do 20 tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon. Because if you try to invite them all at one time, what happens is Facebook puts you in jail because they think that you're spamming people. So, and if you private message people too fast that you're not friends with, you get put into Facebook jail too. That happened to me just recently. So there are rules about Facebook and how we're supposed to engage because it is a social media and not a business media. So we have to be very careful about doing business on a social media site. You got to follow their rules. So after the hostess has invited some people to the group, they're going to go into the group and they're going to push the invite button and they're going to invite people inside the group. The other way, if we don't have a lot of people coming to the group, is you spoon feed a post to your hostess with the URL link to your Facebook page that says, hey, will you mind posting this on your own private wall tonight after work? Because a lot of people who have been invited to the Facebook group have not clicked join. What happens if they don't click join is they're not going to get notifications and they're not going to see the posts that we make. So you ask them to post that and the URL link, the HTTP, blah, 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 Facebook, and then all these numbers. You give it to her with the word choices that say, hey, don't know if you missed my invitation, but starting on Sunday, Monday, Friday, whatever day, I'm starting my virtual Facebook party with Pampered Chef. Sue is an amazing consultant. I cannot wait for you guys to see all the fun games, recipes, and tips that she's going to show. Click this link or check your notifications to join the group. Then once she does that, you check, before you send it to her, you check your status and it says that 21 people are in the group. Then she posts that and now she has 30 people in the group and you go, oh my God, you went from 21 to 30 people in your group. Do you mind posting that exact same post again tomorrow at a different time because we're going to be missing different people that check their phone? And then they either say yes or no. So you want to get people into the group. Once you get people into the group, you are spoon feeding your hostess every day one text, one image that she is going to post onto her Facebook page in the morning. It should take her 5 seconds. You give her an image, you give her the word choices, she posts it, and then she goes to work. Then during lunch, you want to ask her to jump on and to just play the games herself. Take 10 minutes, play some games, and then at night, you want to ask her to spend 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes and engage with her guests. And you need to have her tag them. Clicking the like button does nothing. Facebook does not give a notification to anybody besides you and I that somebody clicked like to our post. None of the friends are getting that. If she doesn't write a comment or she doesn't tag people's names, and a lot of time hosts don't know what tagging is. That is starting to type the name of somebody you're already friends with and their name pops up. That's what you want. Then that friend gets a notification. What happens when they get a notification? They go, oh, what is she saying? They touch the notification, it brings them into your group, and then they realize, oh yeah, she's having a Facebook party. I forgot all about it. Now she's going to scroll, and she's going to scroll back and maybe play some games. So we are tagging people. You and I, the consultants, are tagging people, and the hostess is tagging people. That draws people into the event and gets people going. So I did 6 shows March 8th, 6 shows March 22nd, 6 shows April 1st, and I'm running 3 shows right now. What am I doing? I am asking for feedback. And what's the #1 feedback? They love the games. They love the videos and they love the recipes. That's what they want to see. Now, do we need to show product? Of course we need to show product because that's what we do, is we sell products, right? So, but you want to heavily load your party with games, recipes, and videos. Now, they don't have to be live videos of you if you are not comfortable in front of the camera. Pampered Chef has a whole library under marketing imagery on how to do that, and you can download those to your computer and then upload them from YouTube or right from Pampered Chef to your parties. If you are using a posting service like Post My Party, you can schedule your party to be posting. My parties are posting right now while I am talking to you and doing training, and then I'll just go in 3 times a day and check in with all of my guests. If you are not using a posting party, message me and I will give you a link for that. The last thing I want to tell you is that I had a guest at my show recently when I gave the door prize survey slip. I'm not calling it a door prize slip anymore. I'm calling it a customer feedback or a feedback slip. And what I'm asking them to do is to give me feedback. What did they like most? And I have check boxes. And that's how I know that the games, the recipes, and the videos are the 3 things that they said that they liked the most. One of the girls said, I love this party. It has been so much fun. It's different than any other party online I've ever had. All they do is usually post buy this, and products. You make it so engaging. I feel like I have a party in my pocket, she said. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to use that. Can I use that quote on my website? And she said, yes. So she feels like she is getting to know the other participants on the party. Here's how you can serve your customers in the process of that. I post a picture that says, what of these 4 pies do you like? You know, which pie would you choose? Apple, pumpkin, cherry, or banana cream or something. When they choose, if they choose apple pie, then I post the recipe for the brownie pan mini apple pie. When they chose a pumpkin one, I do a pumpkin whoopie pie, or I do a pie crust one. When they tell me that, do you like sweet or savory? If they pick savory, I'm giving savory dishes underneath, and I'm giving recipes. I'm not giving just a tool, a recipe and a tool. So I am giving them value underneath their comments of what they are saying. Now, if we're doing a fun game where it's like, you know, what's your superhero, or, you know, what's your first concert you saw, or my name is Susan but not Lucci, I then go in and do GIFs, and I GIF everything. I think GIFs are wicked funny. So if somebody answers something, I'll be like, oh, or like, ah, or yay, you know, so I do all of those. So those you just find to make it fun and let your personality come out. I started on my last template too. At 4 o'clock every day, I go, here's something you probably never knew about Sue. And then I talk about I'm a biker chick, or that, you know, I like the outdoors, or whatever. And I say, tell me something about you that we don't know. So again, they get to share what information they want with the people that are on the page, but some are really funny. And then every day I am writing to all of my hostesses that I put into a group, and I tell them, please don't forget to tag your friends. Don't forget to ask a question when you tag your friends. Like, one of the posts is, what do you think your hostess is going to do this summer for fun? And then nobody answered. So she went in and said, does nobody think I'm having any fun this summer? And then she tagged some friends. Then they saw the notification. Then they started playing the game. It's all about engagement. If they are having a good time, they will eventually shop the catalog. And that is honestly how I have $4,000 in business as of the 10th or 9th of the month. Because I had one show, it's at $347, that was a live show, and I had one other show. I have 2 more coming up tonight, but my live shows have been lower averages than my virtual parties. So it's all about how you relate to your guests and how you relate to your hostess. So watch Stephen Joseph's video, look for the Evernote host coaching virtual document, and look at that, and then schedule in your cell phone alarms. My alarm will ring and say, post this post into the virtual party. So I will post a comment or something live from my phone in, or it'll alarm and say, comment on post, things like that. So set yourself some alarms so you know when you're supposed to do what. I even have my host coaching set as alarms into my phone, so I know when and what I'm supposed to be coaching on what day of the week. And if you have an iPhone, you can create albums. I create albums Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so if I am out, like tomorrow, I'm going to be hiking with a friend, and then we're going out for lunch, I can literally pull up Thursday, and then all the photos that I need to either host coach or post on a page will all be in that album, and I know exactly that it's not a duplicate from a different page. So I hope this helps. I am going to be in Hawaii next week. There will be some challenges posted, 1 a day while I'm gone. I hope you guys have a great week.